All right, so you're thinking of moving to Savannah or POOLER, Georgia, and you're not quite sure which one to pick. Well, in this video, we're going to dissect the pros and the cons and help you make a decision which is going to be a better fit for you. If this is your first time watching our channel, welcome. If you want to know everything there is to know about Savannah and the surrounding areas, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about updates in the Savannah market. I'm Jen Parmalee with Cozy Realty Group. Every day we get calls from people just like you, so whether you're moving here in 9 days or 9 months, be sure to reach out to us. All of our contact information is in the description box below. We would love to help make your move to Savannah an easy one. All right, so let's get to it. First of all, I want to paint 2 pictures for you, very different pictures. And I want you to imagine yourself in the scene. So first of all, I want you to imagine you wake up and you slip into a comfy outfit and you go for a stroll over by Forsyth Park, and you can walk or run or even do yoga in the park if that's what you feel like that day. And on the way home, you stop at your favorite little cafe, you grab your latte, head back to your beautiful Victorian home, and you can sit on the balcony and you're sipping your latte and you're just watching the world go by. You're admiring the beautiful architecture in the homes and the greenery, the trees, and just the laid-back city atmosphere. Later in the evening, you go and meet friends at one of the city's many acclaimed restaurants and have a delicious dinner. Then, as night falls, you guys head over to a rooftop bar where you can see these gorgeous panoramic views of the Savannah River, and you see the city lights reflecting off the surface. And you guys are having handcrafted cocktails and enjoying the live music. That's one scene. Now I want you to envision a different one. So imagine waking up to the sounds of birds and you smell fresh cut grass, and you go to the kitchen, you grab your coffee, you take it out to your back screened in porch where you just are enjoying your coffee and the peace and quiet. Later on, you're doing a little bit of yard work in the front. Your neighbors walk by, you guys have a friendly chat, and they invite you to join in the community yard sale that's gonna happen next week. And it's starting to get a little hotter in the afternoon, so you pack up your beach bag, and if you got kids, you grab the kids too, and you head over to the community pool, and they're splashing and playing with their friends while you lay back in one of the chairs and lounge in the sun. Then afterwards, you fire up the grill in your backyard and you have friends and family over and everybody's enjoying themselves. You're smelling the grilled food and you can hear the kids laughing and playing in the yard. And as the night goes on and the sun is setting, it's getting a little bit cooler and people are starting to grab their drinks and gravitate over towards the fire pit. And everybody's just enjoying the casual, fun-filled atmosphere and the good company. Which scene is more appealing to you? Which would you rather? We'll play that game. That can be very telling. So let's break down the pros and cons specifically. So with Savannah, you've got the historic charm. It is absolutely gorgeous. You've got the, urban downtown scene where things are more active. There's always things to do. They're always having festivals and events and things like that. It's walkable. You can walk to shops, you go Broughton Street, River Street, tons of stuff is all right there. You might even be able to walk to your favorite restaurant or coffee shop or even to work, depending on where you work. And those restaurants and those shops, you've got the world-class restaurants. You've got some really great places to eat. You've also got very unique shops downtown that you're not going to find somewhere in POOLER. You've got, specialty chocolates and gelato and all sorts of very unique stores. And you've got the architecture and the history, like we mentioned again, and you can literally just see it everywhere around you. You've got the cobblestones, and you'll see people filming movies there all the time. We'll regularly have parts of, downtown blocked off because they're filming, so you'll see that a lot. Might get a chance to be an extra. And then another pro for Savannah is proximity to the beaches. So Tybee is pretty close by, and then Hilton Head is not too far either, but both of those are going to be a lot closer than Pooler. So if you are a beach fan, that is definitely something to consider. All right, what are the cons for Savannah? The biggest con is going to be your cost of living. So within the last 6 months, our MLS shows that the median price for homes in Savannah is about $700,000. So not to say that there's not in like 300, 400,000, not to say that you can't find something there, but the price range is very big. So you've got, 300 to 400,000 all the way up to $3 million. So there is something to fit every budget. It's just the farther away from Savannah you go, the farther your money is going to go. So you do want to keep that in mind. Traffic. So downtown, depending on the time of year, especially when it's peak tourist season, it can get pretty congested. Parking is also an issue sometimes, and depending on where you live. So you might have a garage and you might have a driveway that you can park in, but there are a lot of places where you're only going to have the street parking. So you want to take that into consideration. Be aware, all you girls that love to dress up and wear your high heels, those cobblestone streets are so dangerous, especially on River Street because it's super steep. So just be aware if you're wearing high heels on the cobblestones. All right, let's talk about Pooler. I'm gonna call that the Suburban Retreat. So pros are gonna be, cost of living. It's gonna be a lot more affordable than Savannah. Like I said, the farther you go, the farther your money goes. So in the past 6 months, our MLS is showing the median home price is $370,000 for Pooler. The homes are going to be a lot newer. Pooler just got really, really built out, in the last 10 years or so. And most of the homes there are going to be on the newer side. There is a little bit of a section called Old Pooler, but even those homes there are not going to be anywhere near the, 100-plus-year-old homes that you find in Savannah. So there's going to be pros and cons because the newer ones are going to have that more, modern interior feel, and also a lot less issues come with those modern homes in general. Then you got a lot more neighborhoods that have communities and HOAs, and you're going to have those community pools and the playgrounds. You might have tennis courts, pickleball courts, you might have golf courses depending on which area you're at. So if you want to have those things, it's nice to have a pool and not be responsible to maintain it, then that's a really big plus for Pooler. The other thing is if you do have kids and you don't want to be driving them all over the place to their friend's house, you're very likely to have kids of the same age in your neighborhood. And then, the kids could walk or bike to each other's houses. So that can be very convenient for some people. Then do you like country clubs? Pooler has one of the most popular country clubs, Savannah Quarters. So if you like that lifestyle, want to be part of that, they're the ones that have the 18-hole golf course. So for all you golf lovers, that is a really good option. And then you're still only 20-25 minutes from downtown Savannah. So even if you live in Pooler, you've got easy access to Savannah still, if you're just gonna have to drive a little bit. So it'd be, very easy if you wanted to go have dinner downtown, you're only 20-25 minutes away. What are the biggest cons to being in Pooler? Well, if you don't like HOAs and that type of thing, most of the neighborhoods are going to have an HOA. Everything is going to close earlier. If you like the nightlife and you want to be out and active at night, a lot of things close fairly early in Pooler. Savannah is really going to have that active nightlife. Now, you are going to have a good amount of dining and shopping options, but you need to keep in mind you're not going to have those world-class restaurants like you do in Savannah. Not a ton where you're going to have to make reservations for, but there's still plenty of good places to eat. Then as far as shopping goes, Pooler's got the outlets, they've got, a lot of big box stores. Most big brands are going to be there, but you are not going to find those unique, cool, funky, quirky little shops and specialty stores that you're going to find downtown. Another big con to Pooler is that it is not walkable at all. So you can, it's probably only a couple minute drive from most places, but I would not say that it's a walkable city. So how do you choose the right city for you? Well, lifestyle is a very big factor here. Go back to where we were picturing the two different scenes in the beginning of this video. Do you like that quiet suburban life? Do you want that big backyard? Do you, want the garage and the community with amenities? Or do you prefer the charming Victorian home and the urban life with an active nightlife, and you just have a lot more activity going on? It's just a totally different lifestyle, totally different feel. Then you want to think about your budget. Can you afford what you need in Savannah? If you need, 4 bedrooms and 2.5 baths, what is the price difference going to be between Savannah and Pooler? You definitely want to take that into consideration. If it's just you and you just need a little 1-bedroom studio or 2-bedroom or something, then that's going to be a lot, more affordable in Savannah than if you need a big house. Also, so we talked about amenities a little bit with the diversity of shops and eating. Commute time. And this is going to be different for everybody. So depending on where you work, you want to definitely calculate your commute and do it during those rush hours. You can go on Google and you can, choose what time to factor in your commutes. So I would definitely do that because that's every day for you. That's time out of your day. It's going to be gas. It's going to be wear and tear on your car. The other thing that a lot of people, I feel like, don't put enough emphasis and importance on is, what do you want to be doing with your life outside of work? Who do you want to be around? What do you want to spend your time doing? Do you have friends and family that live nearby? Do you want to be at the marina every weekend? Do you want to go golfing every weekend? I really see that the majority of the people, they tend to do what is close and convenient to them. So for an example, you might have every intention of going to the marina every weekend, but you live 40 minutes away. And in actuality, you might look back on a year and be like, oh, I only went, 2 or 3 times. Whereas if you live a couple minutes down the street from the marina, you might have hit that goal of going there every weekend. So you definitely want to think about proximity to who you want to be around and what you want to do, because it will have an impact. Well, there you have it. So, downtown Savannah and Pooler, very different lifestyles, very different advantages and disadvantages. It really is going to depend on your individual needs and your preferences, which one is going to be better for you. I really hope that this has helped go through a few different factors, so it'll be easier for you to make a decision to figure out which one fits you better. If you want some more in-depth information about what the area is like, be sure to watch our other videos. We've got some tours of Pooler, neighborhood tours. We're going to have a lot more of those type of videos on about different suburbs, especially the most popular suburbs around Savannah. So if you want to see those, be sure to click that subscribe button and tap the bell for notifications, so that way you can be the first to know when new ones come out. We have a lot more to come. And as always, so if you are thinking about moving to Savannah, be sure to reach out to our team. All of our contact information is in the description box below. When I first moved here, I thought I really knew the area well, and it turns out that I didn't. I would have made a lot better decisions if I'd had someone to kind of guide me that knew the area better. And so that's what my goal is. That's what our team's goal is to kind of be that trusted guide for you to help you make good decisions when you move here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you around town.